Hello! Welcome to another episode here on the G.O.A.T server. This is episode 5. This is my final episode of the season. We're recording the season finale today. So this is it. This is the last time that we will be playing in this world before the 1.17 update. So what I thought I'd do before everyone arrives and things get crazy for this end of season shenanigan, I thought that I would take you on a little tour of my season that you haven't seen. So this will be all the stuff that I did off camera before I was filming and when I was too lazy to film and all of that stuff. But it makes for good content now, so we're going to make it into content now. So why don't we start here at this guy, this big old villager. When I first joined on the G.O.A.T server, I felt the need to prove myself a little bit, so that's why I built this big villager. You can probably actually see it better from over here. And the reason that I built this was because I wanted to sort of make my mark on the shopping district, and I think the only thing that I'm not happy with is the villager's nose, but I would have had to make the whole thing bigger to make that 2 blocks wide, because I made it with a 1 block center. But you know, I'll learn. Other than that, I'm quite proud of it. I'm really proud of the little apron that I gave him as well. I don't think I've showed you inside here. So this is Emwin's Villager Exports. And it sort of sells like, you know, villager goods. I don't think I've sold a single bell. I sold some name tags though. And then up here is all like potatoes and carrots, because there was nowhere in the shopping district that I could buy these in my first days, so I thought that other people might need them too. And then in here I offered to transport the villagers, and funnily enough, nobody ever used this deposit chest, and nobody ever used this book to order. Everyone just messaged me in chat. So I built the villager. It was fun to build, but it never actually got used for its intended purpose. But that's okay. I don't mind. The main thing is that he was here, he existed, he helped me to make my mark on the shopping district, and he looks bloomin' good, this giant villager. The next thing I would like to show you that I haven't shown on camera is the potion shop. And the potion shop was something I built. I built the villager first, then the potion shop was next, and me and Dry.Rect built it together, so it's called the Get Wrecked Potion Bar. I think that's the best name. I had so much fun building this. So as we go round, it's got all of the, you know, the different potions. Like, fair enough, we never sold a lot, but it was nice because I'll show you in a second, but downstairs there's a big brewing room that I built up, and it kind of reminds me of a lab. Oh, these are good. These are the cure kits. So they come with splash potions of weakness and golden apples. This barrel sold out once, so this is the second lot of cure kits. But obviously they haven't sold. And then, you know, I had fun selecting these mob heads for each potion. Yeah, and then I made sure I just brewed everything up to be 8 minutes long, because, you know, I didn't feel it was right to sell people potions that were only like, you know, 1 minute 30 or whatever they are sometimes. I also am really proud of the roof. because it is lava encased in glass, and this took so long. I did burn myself a few times doing this. And then also down here, I just went for a whole like fiery theme, I guess. You know, I wanted the whole building to look like a potion, or feel like a potion, whichever you prefer. The floor is fire down here, and then down here we just got like lava, water, milk, honey, liquids, and these are like mythical items, I guess. We didn't sell any of those. And then this is my favourite bit. So this is the magic lever, and notice this is staff only, but the best piston door ever. This is my brewing room, and I like the end rods with the barrels because it makes it look like a lab. I got the cows in here for milk. I tried silencing them, but I don't know how that works, so they're not silent. And then I got my brewing stands here, so I can just knock out all the potions. And then, yeah, just like potion ingredients everywhere. So really happy with how this room turned out. Just sad that it didn't get as much use, but it was fun to do. You know, it was like a little project, took me a few days. It was nice. See if we head back up here. I also made a beer garden. Now in the UK a beer garden is something that's really common at pubs and things, but there was just this dead space underneath the shop, so I thought, well, why not make it super pretty? And I have shown you these before, but I don't think I've shown you Drunken Squid. This was an armor stand accident, but I gave him a drink, I put the squid head on him, and he looks cool. And then you get this bonus look at the brewing room from up here. Yeah, so that's the potion shop. I think I've shown you the other stuff. I've certainly showed you the elytra shop and the end crystal shop. I think. I don't know. Let's go over there anyway. Yeah, so the garden centre. Not much has changed in here really. All of the... Whoa! Okay. Thank you for the diamonds. Yeah, all of the flowers are all lined up here. The wither roses were the hardest to get. But we made a farm for that. Nothing else really sold. I think I was too late to the party with this shop. But you know, it was fun. It was fun to build this greenhouse. I like the little garden in the centre. Yeah, I showed you kelp, I showed you this. And then over here, I think I have showed you these. Lift off. What on earth is that? Why is there a head up there? Am I going to be able to land it? Am I going to be able to land it? Oh dear. That's not good. This is why you keep your backup gear, folks. I'm going to do it again, aren't I? Oh no, wait. Hey, why? Why has someone put a trader head up here? Oh well, the things you find on the G.O.A.T server. Just missing a pickaxe and some other things. Oh yeah, there's something there. Sword. Water bucket's always helpful. Okay. Right, where were we? Yes, lift off. Ooh, diamonds. Yeah, so that's the lift off shop. I really had fun with the concrete there and the gradient. Super fun. And then last but not least, the end crystal shop. That's just absolutely full of end crystals, but I love the way that they sparkle. So I think next season I'm definitely going to be doing something with well, I guess magical textures. So a little bit like the end crystals, a little bit like the crying obsidian, anything that's enchanted and how it shines. I'm really into that. So yeah, Watch this space. Watch this space. Another thing to point out is that when I first started on the G.O.A.T server, this nether tunnel was rather short. Now, this is where Ravel lives. Hold this image in your mind, because you'll see why. You'll see why in a bit. It's got something to do with the museum, actually. But this tunnel was like a landmark for me, because I knew that all I had to do was come to the drownheads and then keep going. Now, originally, the tunnel ended. Where did it end? Just past this. I don't know whose portal that is. I've never used it. But yeah, so it ended here. There was a big block off, and I spent so long digging this. I mean, dry helped a bit digging this, but it's actually surprisingly far. Like, when you fly, it doesn't feel like it, but it's actually very far. And adding this part of the tunnel, such a rewarding moment. It was so nice, and I'm so glad that we did it, because we got a posh portal for the majority of the time that I was on here. So if we head through the portal, I'll just take you back to the base, and we can just have a quick look round, so we can see what sort of state that it's left in before we move on. So this is like the main base building. I did a video about that. This is kind of like the starter base. This was the first building that I made. Yeah, I actually never come in this room anymore. I used to sleep in that bed all the time. These are treasure maps that I found sort of along the way. I never actually found any buried treasure though, because guess who had found it all? Yep, Ravel. So this became like a wall of dreams, and you know, we did some of the stuff, but we didn't use this that much. My favorite thing about this room is definitely the ceiling, and if you've seen the museum, this is where the inspiration for the museum came from, was the fact that this worked so nicely with the shrooms and the glass. So yeah, villager trading hall, pumpkin and melon tower, cactus farm, no that's not cactus farm, sugarcane and bamboo, dries honey farm. This down here is something that I want to do more of in next season. So that is a villager tower, and it has farms in it, and then the villagers potter about. And I don't think I've shown you this before, but it's got all my villagers in here, and this column here has villagers sat in minecarts, and the farmers up here throw the food to the villagers in the minecarts, and then it gets picked up by the hoppers, sent down here and plopped into this chest, so we never run out of, you know, carrots, potatoes, things like that. But I want to do that on a larger scale next season, because I want to be helpful, you know, and I feel like that's something that everyone can use. So yeah, barn. Oh, the portal is something I'm very proud of. That took a long time to build, but I really like how it looks. Especially these paths as well. Oh, I just love the style. Something that I did later on was this vine farm. I think I only used it once, but I found that this was the most efficient way to harvest the vines, have them in big long strips, and then just snip, snip, snip the whole way. Yep, and then we have iron farm there. I planted loads of cactus that I never harvested because I made an automatic cactus farm. This is a kelp farm, and our super smelter is in here. Again, this building never got finished, but that kind of doesn't matter. You know, like, it served its purpose, it worked, it did what we needed it to. And I think in here, yeah, we've got way more kelp blocks than we ever needed. But this might be something that appears next season again, just because it's so efficient and renewable. Saves you using all your coal, you know. Oh, and then over here, this was something I built really early on. Like, this was one of the first things that I built at this base with Dry. Before we had a mob farm, before we had anything, yeah, let's go in. I'll show you what it is. So it's got this kind of abandoned mineshaft feel to it. Oh, hello. What are you doing over here? He's escaped there. Look, that's where they all live. I don't know how he got up there. All of the clerics live in this building, and we've just got random clerics. There's no way for them to get out. How? I will never understand villagers. So anyway, this is supposed to look like a ruined mineshaft entrance, and as you come through, you know, we've got lots of texture in here. It's very nice. Yeah, and then if you come down here, this all of these rocks were taken from the spawners that are in that gap there, and then everything just comes down here using water streams, and then you can kill it and collect the stuff. That was really helpful early on before we had a mob farm, because it meant that I could get things like spider eyes and string for the potion shop. But recently, like, it's hardly ever used. This was for smelting down all of the armor that came off of the zombies. Yep, and then I don't know, like at the time I hadn't made anything decorative like this, and so it was nice to do something like that. But this was again before I was making videos, which is why you haven't seen it. The scooped farm. So this was Dry's baby here. And what he'd do is he'd plant all of the turtle eggs here, and then as they hatched they would go down this way. But he's created a water flow that means that all of the scoots get collected in this chest down here. So we have way too many turtle heads, and way too many scoots for, you know, anything we need. Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea for this, but I won't tell you what it is. So I feel like that's everything that I need to show you here at the base. There's a couple of things I want to show you away from the base before we go and meet up with everyone else. So yeah, let's go do that. So the first stop is G.O.A.T's place, because right early on I left him a note that said, "I'm bored, keep me busy," when I didn't know anyone. And that was my way of kind of reaching out, saying hi, and seeing what everyone was about. And he commissioned me to build something for him. And I don't think at the time he really knew what he was getting himself into. But yeah, so he's got this tower. And when he commissioned me to build something, I don't think he knew what he was getting himself in for. Because I built this, and it's been nicknamed the G.O.A.T Bizarro Tower. And if you can see, it's made out of his favourite block ever, chiseled stone brick. Curtis helped me with this a little bit. The scheming that went on here. Because it's an exact replica of that tower, just in chiseled stone brick. And I think Curtis kind of moved in here. Yeah, look. There's a bed and an ender chest. Oh, that's funny. This was my plan. Yep, that was my plan. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm glad that this tower got some use. Oh, it's even been changed to a C. Look at that. It's even been changed to a C. So yeah, this took me 12 hours-ish to build. I built it all in a day because I didn't know when G.O.A.T was going to log in. And I even put some rooms down here that I don't think ever got used. Yeah, look at this lovely bright green room that never got used. But that was really fun to do. It was nice to do something for someone else as well. And just to give you a sense of how big it is, can I show you? Yeah, look, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. And the other thing I wanted to show you is something I was building at Ravel's the other day. So let's head back through the Nether and over to his place. Where are you, drowned heads? Now, I always giggle at this, right? Look at this cobblestone. Look how difficult it is to get in here. But when you fly down here, I dug this bit out so I could fly down here. Look at this beautiful tunnel. It's so nice. So well thought out, so pretty. And then you get to where his portal is and just look at this. And Ravel has the best names for everything. So when I first came in here, well, the first thing was confusion, and the next thing was shock, and then it turned to like awe, and I just love the block palette. Like, it's crazy, but it's brilliant. I didn't build this. This is Ravel's place. So let's go through the portal, and I'll show you what I was up to with him the other day. So this is Ravel's Isle, and it's actually expanded quite a lot. This tower wasn't here before. Again, I had nothing to do with this. This is all Ravel. But it, you know, it's super cute. But what I worked on with him was this. And let's get up here nice and high so I can show you. It's a ship, and it's an airship. So even though it's above the sea, it actually flies. And you can see back here, there's a big old engine or a propeller that's propelling it along. There's this cool tower that has these ladders in it that you can climb up to get to the ship. I'm not going to do that though, I'm going to fly up there. Yeah, so this is the ship. I don't know if it has a name. I'm going to have to ask him if it has a name. But Captain Ravel got his ship, and I think it's a perfect way for him to end the season. This is for the crew. Oh my goodness, he's put a cat in here and decorated. Oh, that's so nice. I just built the shell of the ship. Ravel designed it. I helped him build it. But he's come along and done all of the interiors. You know, I did all the walls, the ceilings, the floors. But he's come in and put all of his bits and pieces in here. I believe in the design. There's cows in here, there's mushrooms and things. He's just a master of small spaces though. Like, look at these tiny little nooks. I couldn't do it. I build big things. But Ravel is the master of small spaces, so good for him. And then through here, this is probably my favourite part. Oh no, wait, no, it's not here. It's on the upper floor. But look at this little farm. Oh, honestly. He's done some work in here though. This was not like this last time I was here. This is very impressive. Let's head up and I'll show you the part that I find the most fascinating about this whole build. Now bear in mind, okay, Ravel has never died. Never. On the server. And look what this man does for an engine room. He's only gone and put a bloomin' end crystal in there, hasn't he? Cheeky. So yeah, that's the engine room. And you know, this was super nice because I didn't design this, but he and I seem to have a very similar palette preference, you know, like we seem to like the same blocks. Only difference is that he designs. He didn't build this. He built it in creative. I built it here. He designs kind of like intricate things, like the way this whole ship fits together. It was like it was really interesting for me to work on, because naturally I struggle with things like this. And so to follow the schematic and recreate it was really fun for me. So thanks, Ravel, for that. I appreciate it. Oh no, I'm not going to die again. Phew, that was close. I'm the expert of death. No, trident. I don't like tridents. No, I'm not picking this fight with you, Mr. Drowned. I'm not doing it. So let's head back to the shopping district and meet up with the others.
I want to walk this bridge.
You got it. Okay.
This bridge was made for walking.
There's no bed. What bed?
What bed? I've never seen no bed.
Everyone slap this bed. Everyone slap this bed. There you go.
Future, when you said walk, I just want to clarify. Like, you're saying no running, or just no flying? Okay.
I would walk like this.
Where are we going,
Just
Future?
like
Where are we going?
Not like this.
Yeah.
But like this. Nice and slow.
All right.
Yes, I double checked.
Like your output set is shown on your okay.
There they go fighting again. Anyway.
Why are you hitting me?
Thanks for coming, goats. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for building this magnificent building.
It wasn't just me, it was everyone. It was everyone.
That is your idea.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It kind of was, yeah.
Yay, Wemily.
It was.
Yay. So are we gonna go have a look?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Let's have a look.
Look.
Show us around.
Lead the way, G.O.A.T. Lead the way. You have to take a Yeti refreshment.
Oh.
And then I will present you with a museum ticket.
Our cookies.
Yeah.
Yeti refreshments. Help yourself.
Yeah. Come.
Ooh, a compost.
Come here and I'll give
My
you
favorite
a
snack.
museum ticket.
I'm eating the suspicious stew. Who's eating a stew with me?
I'll eat a stew with you. If I was hungry.
I got it.
I'm hungry, but I don't have a stew.
Oh, yes, thank you for shooting me. I genuinely appreciate it. You're gonna have to do it another time. I'm still not hungry. Oh, okay. I'm hungry.
I can pull it all the way back.
No, you can't.
Does anybody want the music?
I got weakness.
Weakness. Boring.
Ah, museum ticket.
Yeah, who else wants a museum ticket?
Oh, yeah, I need one.
I've got a feeling these might come in handy later. I'm not sure what they're going to be handy for, but... Tickets.
Do we have to wear them?
Yeah, we gotta wear it so that we don't get separated.
Yeah.
I
who's-
don't see
who's
your
with-
eyes
who's with the
anymore,
small
G.O.A.T.
group?
G.O.A.T has no eyes with this. These particles are driving me crazy.
I know. I'm actually gonna take off the helmet.
But
It's too many particles.
it
Well,
is. It is.
Can you see where you're going?
I know it's completely covering your
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh, and socks as well.
Oh, look at socks.
You can see them underneath them. Like that.
Guess it like raises his head.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
can we
Let's take a
all
look.
get a photo with the worm turtle wearing our turtle?
Oh, yeah.
helmets?
Selfie.
Oh
With the
yes.
turtle head. Turtle helmet.
I feel like this is my thumbnail right here.
Incredible. With all the particles going everywhere.
Say cheese, everyone.
Cheese.